All right, so I will address Candace Owens for the first time. Now, I normally don't address the right wingers and their buffoonery because I never felt the need to do it because they do a good job embarrassing themselves and actually showing everybody who they really are. But Candace Owens here made an interesting comment about black men and black police officers. So I'm going to show you this short clip and you can watch and listen what she had to say.
Over here shouting and booing the officers. That's a black officer in the back right there. Are you aware
Thank you for your
that
service,
there are
man.
black officers in the world? In District 11 in Chicago, where more black people have been gunned down than any place in America, which I went to go visit and speak to those cops, they are all black. When you launch a war on cops, you are launching a war on black men as well. I'm so ashamed of the way you guys are acting and the fact that you love being oppressed. I don't get it, and I'm going to tell you, you're not going to ever make me think that oppression is cool. It's a poor fad. It's not cool. It's just not cool, man.
Now, I'm going to just say this, okay? Black men have always been at war. Since forever, Candace. All the way back to the slavery days. Hell, even the police, who you like to worship, is waging war against black men every day still. What about them? Why are policemen killing innocent black people fleeing for their lives who are unarmed? Why is Jalen Walker not here right now? But yet people like Robert Crimo III kills 6 people, deliberately kills 6 people at a 4th of July parade, fleeing for his life. But yet there were no gunfires from the police. They took him in alive. Even though he killed 6 people, fled the scene until the cops caught up to him, they just said, okay, do me a favor, get down on the ground and put your hands behind your head and stuff like that. No gunfires whatsoever. So what do you mean? Wagering war against police means that you're wagering war against black men. Like, what do you mean by that? We've always been at war with everybody in this country. From the immigrants, the police, the government, the Me Too, LGBT. We've always been at war with everybody just because we're black. And you know this, Candace. You know this. And plus, by that comment, when you said waging war against police means that you're waging war against black men. Another case in point, Michael Byrd, the hero that he is, de-escalated a whole freaking riot during the January 6th insurrection, and all it took was one shot. And the woman named Ashley Babbitt lost her life because of a terrorist attack on the Capitol from these right-wingers. And what happened after the fact? When everybody found out about him, he was getting all kinds of death threats online, defaming his character, and this and that and the third. And nobody came out to his defense. Now, did you? Because we were supposed to back the blue, right? Where was that at? Even your homeboy Brandon Tatum didn't come out to defend him either. But yeah, we were supposed to back the blue. Isn't that right? Whatever happened to that? So that comment by Candace Owens, that was just so asinine. And I also want to point out is that one district of predominantly black people doesn't make up the rest of the country, Candace. Yeah, true. There might be predominantly black police officers within that one district of Chicago. But it doesn't make up the rest of the whole country, Candace. And another thing she said, that she doesn't like oppression. Well, girl, you're being oppressed right now. By the way you're talking, spilling these right-wing Republican talking points about black on black crime, every time when officers mess up and they just willy-nilly going around shooting people for no reason, they just gunning down black people unarmed, not a threat, just because they're being black. And being black is enough to be a threat in this country, apparently. Okay? If you got to constantly talk back and deflect the real issue that we face in this country by talking about black on black crime all the time, you're basically, like I said, you're taking the talking points of the right wing of white supremacy, which is the Republicans. So technically, you're already being oppressed, because it doesn't matter where it comes from. Now, at least the Republicans, they let you know their racism up front, and they're not afraid to admit it. But the Democrats, they pretend to be your friend until you talk against their narratives on what they want to hear. Then their racism start to come out. All right. And it's vice versa, really. You know, the Republicans, they can pretend to be your friend too, as long as you go along to get along with their narratives. Otherwise, they're going to end up calling you the N-word. So, left and right wing, if you are using their talking points in order to just go along to get along, then technically you are being oppressed, Candace Owens, whether you want to admit it or not. Hell, I don't like oppression either. I really don't. But I'm not going to go along to get along with somebody who I know is racist. I just turn away and don't even entertain a conversation with them. So, yeah, I just want to address that real quick and, you know, just get that off my mind, because this was almost 2 days ago when I saw this, and I was like, okay, this is really interesting. Now, I will say, when it comes to these so-called conservatives on the right wing of white supremacy, sometimes I'll agree with their talking points on the issues and problems that we deal with on a daily basis, especially as black people. But then you get down to the cop worshiping. I'm just like, okay, I cannot worship cops so heavily to the point where I have to literally let go of my common sense on the problems that black men face dealing with these race soldiers. Okay? Now, I don't have any ill will towards Candace Owens. I know a lot of people in the black grassroots hate her freaking guts. I mean, and that's fine. You have the right to express however you feel about this woman. All right? Because black people, we're not going to agree on everything. All right? We're not going to agree on everything. As long as we have each other's backs and we stick to the B1 code, it's all good in the hood. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's all I got to say. I just want to, address that and to call it out. So with that said, that'll conclude this video. Please leave your comments, like, share, subscribe, and feel free to hit me up on Cash App and PayPal. Not required, but it is greatly appreciated. And as always, peace and love, family. Stay safe. Take care. See you next time.